Marvel is over trends on Twitter. This is coming from Cosmic Book News. The Marvel is over party hashtag is currently trending on Twitter with near 10,000 posts as Kevin Feige and the company have been silent for months. Let's get into this article. Before we do, support my work, subscribe to the channel. That's how you do it. Click the bell for notifications. Huge help to me. Thanks for doing that. One of the top tweets, which has almost 2,000 likes, almost 2,000, tweeted by now, it's probably 3,000, tweeted at Marvel to drop a trailer or something. Marvel is over also follows last week's epic DC FanDome virtual convention, where DC and WarnerMedia blew things out of the water with news and trailer releases for the Batman, the Suicide Squad, Black Adam, Wonder Woman 1984, and more. And DC FanDome will have a part 2 in September, but Marvel is still silent. DC FanDome was supposed to be one big, huge event. They cut it in half. They got huge feedback on what people liked, what people did and didn't respond to, and now they're going to do a huge second half of DC FanDome in September. All digital, all virtual, all freaking huge, and good for them. DC's got their game on. Marvel does not. Marvel is wildly off track. Feige and Marvel have been silent since March, when the health event fear shut everything down, with Feige only tweeting in early April, a nice reminder of what we were all doing together almost exactly 1 year ago. A nice reminder of what we will all be together again someday. Hashtag Avengers Endgame. Yeah, so there was a whole story that Cosmic Book News did on this tweet. Kevin Feige has a message for coronavirus following Avengers Endgame video. Kevin Feige has a message for the health event following Avengers Endgame video. Marvel saw footage from the Avengers Endgame released online, which now sees Kevin Feige react to it and offer a hopeful message in these times of fright. The footage is from the opening night of Avengers Endgame, where Captain America wields Thor's hammer, which features the audience's reaction. A nice reminder of what we were all doing together exactly 1 year ago, etc., etc. So that was his big thing. But the health event really did severely delay Marvel. Marvel Studios has seen a majority of its projects delayed as a result of the huge health event. The original Black Widow release date was canceled, with Marvel recently announcing new release dates for all its Phase 4 films, which sees every movie getting pushed back to the previous film's release dates. Just massive delays. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I mean, what can they really do about this? Well, they need to get organized and figure out what they're going to do. Fans are wondering, though, where is Marvel and where is Kevin Feige? Another tweet from a user responding to the Marvel's over party hashtag says, hashtag Marvel is over party, maybe if they didn't cancel their Netflix shows. It's true, their Netflix shows were pretty good. I like the Daredevil one the best. All indications offer that Kevin Feige is responsible for canceling the Marvel Netflix shows, which includes Daredevil, as reportedly. Feige fired the head of Marvel TV, Jeff Loeb, and has done away with Marvel TV, which was a separate brand and company at Disney than his Marvel Studios. So he consolidated everything under his control. That's a lot of responsibility for him now. So when you have all that control, that's great, but the problem is there's nobody else left to blame. It's all on Feige now. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. also recently ended. Feige is now in control of all of Marvel Studios' TV and comics, with a recent rumor offering that when Daredevil gets rebooted within the MCU, that Feige is a control freak and will not be using fan favorite Charlie Cox because Feige doesn't want to use someone else's idea and only wants to use his own original ideas. That's a control freaky thing. Maybe he just doesn't like Charlie Cox. Regarding Marvel Studios, Feige's Phase 4 could be an epic disaster similar to that of Star Wars, as Phase 4 is all about diversity and not about quality storytelling. However, a recent rumor offers Disney may be purging all of the SJW and woke agendas currently at both Marvel and Star Wars. We did just cover this article, and the bottom line basically is when they were making a lot of money, they could afford to have basically Kathleen Kennedy, other female executive teams just kind of inject their feminism and SJW ideas into the properties and really just put the weight of all those on top of the franchises but the franchises started collapsing. People stopped caring about Star Wars. People stopped caring about Marvel, with Brie Larson kind of going in there and kind of ruining the party. So, but now with the financial problems that Disney has as a result of the huge health event, closing all the theaters, closing their theme parks, they got to get serious and bring life back to their franchises ASAP. So that, in a way, it was great for Marvel to have this head start that they had on DC. But now that they pushed and took their head start and invested it in Phase 4 with all these silly diversity projects, they're deeply invested in all of them. And now what can they do to turn things around? Disney may be purging all the... Okay, we'll see about that. Also, recall how a Marvel Studios producer bashed X-Men for having the word men as part of it. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they say things like that anymore. It's hard to believe that Marvel and Star Wars and Disney would clean up their act with all their SJW hyper-feminism stuff. I believe that they will, and I believe they're being forced to. I think that the reason it happened in the first place was that the wrong people got in charge of the franchises and were allowed to do what they wanted to do with pushing their social ideology, assuming like, well, these franchises are indestructible, so why shouldn't we leverage them to push out our social messages? And that's fine, but they're not that strong, apparently. And when people stop caring about the franchises, and when new people don't jump on and say, oh, wow, I'm really excited about this. Like, the new demographics aren't there. They just have lost their enthusiasm and their energy. The fates of both The Falcon, The Winter Soldier, and WandaVision coming to Disney Plus are presently unknown, as they still have filming left to do, but it's now thought that WandaVision may be released first on Disney Plus later this year. Yeah, a lot of stuff's going to probably get pushed to Disney Plus. Marvel was also forced to push back all of its movie release dates prior to basically due to the fears of the health event. There are tweet after tweet after tweet. Some of this stuff is really clever. I will definitely put a link to this article so you can check out the tweets and play the cute little clips on them. Is Marvel actually over? Well, they got problems. I think they're going to do well with Black Widow. I'm sure that movie is pretty cool. But they really, if they went really far into the diversity stuff, there may not be any rescuing that. They may just have a few really serious clunkers before they have to kind of reboot things. But maybe that'll cause them to do a better job on upcoming Spider-Man projects and things like that. You have to imagine people are going away from this diversity stuff because they just can't afford it. The franchises are not strong enough to support the losses on that kind of stuff. Okay, also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications. Give me the comments below. What do you think? Do you think Marvel is over? Do you think they'll bounce back? Do you think that this Phase 4 stuff is really going to damage the Marvel brand? Do you think they'll figure out a way to maybe not go so crazy with diversity and SJW stuff in Phase 4? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Also, if you want to check out my work, I publish College of the Dead. It's an ongoing zombie apocalypse series. We published 2 so far. The current one is College of the Dead Graduation Day. It's 48 pages, full color, where college costs you an arm and a leg. Check it out at collegeofthedead.com. Pick up a copy. Also, Epic Mermaids is coming soon. Coming soon. It's 48 pages, full color. It's like Game of Thrones with mermaids. It's really well done. It's very, very cool. It's going to be an ongoing series. So check it out and get onto epicmermaids.com and sign up for the email list so we can send you an email when the book is ready to come out. I will see you again soon with another video, and if I don't see you, I will miss you.